So I've been in online school for about 9 months now, and I've been homeschooled for about 2 months. If you ever go online or even in person to any sort of anti-homeschool people or anti-homeschool like Reddit forums or whatever the fuck, the top reason I see people talking about is socializing. It's always like, homeschooling is the worst thing you can do for your child. They're not going to know how to interact with people. They're going to be autistic and antisocial. It's a horrible thing, they need to be around their peers 8 hours a day. And it's always like, my experience homeschooling, I made my child sit in their room all day. And so now I'm wondering why they can't be social. Maybe you're the problem. No, but for real, bro, I see mountains of people talking about how bad homeschooling is because you don't get any social interaction, you have no friends, and you're this weird motherfucker, this weird kid.
Jumped up to try to get it from my hand.
It's like Sammy.
That's really a common homeschooled stereotype, is like, you're this weird kid, you can't talk to anyone, and it's honestly too fucking common. Like, the fact that it's a stereotype makes sense because of how common it is, and it actually is too fucking common. There are too many lonely homeschooled or online schooled teens and stuff. Like, I used to be one. I used to be pretty lonely when I was in online school, like back when I would sit on my computer only about 2 to 5 hours a day. Isn't that interesting? Like, most people actually don't spend more than really 6 hours a day on school when you're homeschooled or when you're in online school. It's not like you're in your room all day, unless you are. You want to know the truth about why so many homeschoolers and so many online schoolers are lonely and weird? Because they choose to be. They do all the habits that make them lonely. They don't put in the effort to try and not be lonely. When I went from online school to being homeschooled, that actually motivated me to be more social. That motivated me to not be autistic sitting in my room and actually go out and do the things, speak to people, no matter what age they are. It motivated me to go out and do fun shit that made me progress more. It motivated me to be more social. The problem isn't the fact that you're not in school, because let's be honest, bro. If you've ever been in public school, you probably know how shitty the social life is anyway. Like, no one actually gives a fuck about you unless you have TikTok boy hair and are 6'2" at 15 years old. There are a lot of antisocial, weird kids in school. And there's also a lot of social chads that are not in school, like me. So there isn't even a correlation. Like, school is probably one of the worst places to be social. At most, you say hi to your teacher and talk about video games with your immature, quote-unquote, friends. If you're watching this type of content that isn't hella edited, that is actually, like, informative, you will probably progress so much faster than all the retards in school. And you probably are already way past that point. You may even have been on self-improvement already before clicking on this. So what I can tell you is, you're only lonely because you choose to be. It's not the fact that you're homeschooled or that your parents or any of this bullshit. I'm social in the gym. I have friends to meet up with that I met online. Like, when I go to the gym, there's always this same guy there. His name is also Max, and just the same guy all the time. We always just say, like, yo, what's up, how are you, and shit. He's much older. He's like in his 20s probably, and we always just like say hi, and maybe we'll get into a short conversation. And he's always there. Like, I'm able to be this guy, and I'm homeschooled. I haven't been in school for actually, today, it's June 9th right now. That was the last day of school last school year. It's been a total of 365 days. Or no, 366 is a leap day. Anyway, it's been exactly a year since I've been in school. I'm more social than I was in school. Just let that sink in a little bit. It may be a little bit harder to do it this way, but it was going to be harder anyway because you're so mature for your age. It's not the homeschooling, it's you. Take accountability, take responsibility. I have some videos on my channel about how you can be more social, about how you can actually have high quality friends on my channel, and I'll be making more. And you may be thinking, but Max, I genuinely can't escape my house. Like, my parents are this, I have this disadvantage. I'll tell you right now, I used to be there. You can probably see in these clips that are playing on the screen, like, I live in the forest. I live on, like, this 6-acre property where there isn't a girl for miles. I thought that was a major disadvantage, and kinda is. But guess what? There are places you can go. You don't have to be social all day to actually have a fulfilled social life. I thought I had to be social for hours and hours on end to have a fulfilled social life. But you can just go to the gym like you always do, right? Because you go to the gym, right? And then you can literally speak to the cute girls with the ass that you love. Okay. Right, you can speak to people in the gym. That's literally like enough to feel like I'm social. Like it's enough to not feel lonely. It's simple, bro. You don't need to overthink it, complicate it, play oppression Olympics. Oh, I'm worse off than you. I live here, so I have it harder. Shut your dumb ass up and just be social. Like, for fuck's sake, stop coping because it's your responsibility. Maybe it's not your fault, and it probably isn't your fault. But it's your responsibility that you haven't solved it yet. Subscribe, peace out, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah.